Hi, welcome back to my channel, According to Kat. If you're new here, please introduce yourself in the comments below and welcome. If you are returning, just say hi and thank you for coming back. I want to tell you how excited I am for today's video. It is a group collab with some awesome women here on YouTube. They are all crafters and they are all amazing. So there's a bunch of us, so let me go through them real quick. We have Kristen from Kristen K, Casey from Coffee with My Sunshine, Nicole from The Week's Nest, Jessica from Measure and Mix, and Jennifer from A Little Bit of Calm and Crazy. And I'm Kat from According to Kat. So we are all going to bring you Christmas DIYs using Dollar Tree products. We are so excited to get together to inspire you all and help you come up with some ideas for the new holiday. And that's what we're doing. So what am I making today?
Okay, so today I'm bringing you 3 Dollar Tree DIYs. They are all Christmas decor pieces and they're really inexpensive and easy to make. So the first thing I made was the 3-box tower, the really cute candle, and the 3 jars that spell out joy. If you want to learn how to make them, stay tuned.
If you want to know what products I've used, please check out the description box below. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video.
Okay, DIY number 1, Dollar Tree Buffalo Plaid Box Tower. So the first thing I did was I bought these 3 plaid boxes from the Dollar Tree and I took off the bows from the top of it. They're just glued underneath and I put those aside to use later. I am gluing the boxes together, but I noticed that there's an indentation in the bottom of the box, so I need to take off the lid and push it up into the bottom of the box so that they can be glued together. So I did that with those 2 boxes and I did that with the next boxes as well. I just used regular hot glue. Some people ask me what kind of hot glue I get. I get whatever. I use the Dollar Tree hot glue and it works fine for me. And I use AdTech from Joann's. That works fine for me as well. Okay, I used these black poster letters from Dollar Tree. I got the capitals, lowercase, and some numbers. And the reason I did that was I wanted to mismatch the letters that I'm using. So I'm spelling out ho, ho, ho. And on one I used capitals as 0. And then the second one I used lowercase and a capital O. So you can see I kind of made them turned in different directions. I liked how that looked. So again, if you want to make your tower straight up, you can. And if you want to make the ho, ho, ho straight, that's up to you. I am now taking my Waverly Chalk Paint in white and I'm basically just distressing those letters. And then I, thought to myself, I really would like it to kind of have like a snowy look. But I didn't want to put like snow all over the boxes. So I just kind of distressed the edges and on the top of it. And so right now it might look like I put a lot on there, but once I put on the greenery with some snow on there, you'll see. All right, so this is for the top of the box. I take these pine cones and I am taking my Waverly Chalk Paint in white and I'm giving it just a light coating to make it look like it has snowed on my boxes. I use my regular hot glue to attach 3 pine cones to the top of the box. So now I'm taking some red berries I have, but they do have red berries at the Dollar Tree. However, when I went there, they did not have any in stock. So I had these left over, but recently I went and they did have them. So that was the good news. So now I'm taking those bows that were originally on those boxes and I cut them, made them smaller, and I glued them onto each of the boxes right above each time it says ho. Now, you know me. Sometimes I just gotta change my mind. I just didn't like the way they looked. See, look at this. It was really hard to get off. And I used like simple hot glue. It might have even been glue from the Dollar Tree. Like, it held. So once I took them all off, I took these green pieces from the Dollar Tree. You get 12 in a pack. And I'm cutting them to have 2 green pieces on every box above each ho word. I am taking my Waverly Chalk Paint in white once again, and I am giving them a light coating as if it was a small snowfall on each of these boxes. I hot glue those in place on all 3 boxes. And again, I didn't make it perfect. If you are someone that does not like the snow effect, by all means, don't put it on. Make this suit your taste and decor. And I say that a lot, but I mean it. Like, this is just inspiration for y'all. And if you have different colors in your home, or you don't like certain things about it, you change it to make it your own. All right, at this point, I decide I want some small little bows. So I use this twine, and you know I like to burn my twine so it doesn't look so fuzzy. So right now I am gluing that simple bow between the 2 evergreen branches, and I will trim the tails just to make them a little shorter. Once I glue on all 3 bows, I go back to those same red berries that I used at the top of this box tower, and I take one small red berry and put it right under each of those bows. And I'm done with that one. DIY number 2, my Christmas J0Y jars. Okay, so the first thing I did was I took this J0Y Christmas tree ornament, and I am taking my blade and I am cutting off the letters, or cutting the letters. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm basically cutting the letters and pulling them forward. It is after midnight. I am quite delirious at this moment. I am splitting the letters. That's what I'm doing. I am going to be using the J and the Y, and I'm just using the sanding sponge from the Dollar Tree just to make sure there's no sharp edges and that it looks smooth. Okay, so now I'm taking those evergreens that were on the J0Y ornament, and there were 2 small pieces. I'm putting one small piece on the J and one on the Y, and there were 2 tiny pine cones, and I put one on each letter as well. These evergreen branches are a bit wispier, and I really like the way these look. The needles are longer and thinner, but I really like the look of these. So once that hot glue dried on there, I took my white Waverly Chalk Paint, and I again am giving them that snowed on look, so I wipe some of it off. I give a nice little coating on the greens as well as on the letters. I really like these wooden letters. I like the font of them. I like that they're outlined in red. I just really like them. Okay, so once I did that, I am looking to place them on the fronts of the jars. Now, I really like these jars from the Dollar Tree because I like that they can either stand on the bottom and face up, or they have a little flat edge around the side so you can have them face out towards you and you can see the letters better. That's why I picked these. So I just hot glue those in place, and they stuck really nicely. Now, this is one of the fall foliages of what's it called? The maple garland. This vine is from the Dollar Tree, and what I did was I took off those leaves and I just took that swirly stem, and now I am kind of weaving it in and out of each other to make a small wreath form. And it will give you that grapevine look. See how I kind of weaved it in and out, and I got this perfect size circle that I needed. And this is just a great tip if you want to make a small wreath. Get those vines, pull off the leaves. I'm sure you can use them for something. And then you have a little grapevine. Next thing I'm doing, I'm making some snow with that Waverly Chalk Paint in white once again. And I am taking some hot glue and I'm putting it right on to the front of the jar, or the lid of the jar, I should say. Now I glued it on first before I added anything. I just thought this would give it more stability. I take those same red berries, and I just glue a small cluster onto that little wreath. Again, I am taking these evergreen branches and I will kind of curve them a bit just to give them some interest. And oh, I'm taking off some of the needles because they were a little long. I curve those branches a bit, add some of my white Waverly Chalk Paint to add us more of a snowy effect, and I will glue those in place as well. I love the lids of these jars. Love. They're so pretty. So at this point, I go back with a little more white chalk paint. I apologize. Maybe I should do these voiceovers not at midnight. I'm sorry. Okay, so I take some of those red berries and I put them on the letters as well. And I just am loving the way this is looking. I love how the berries complement the letters. I love how the O is a little grapevine wreath. I just love the whole thing. I just think it's really pretty. You can put little battery operated votives in here. You could also put in Christmas candy. You could put in some cranberries. You could just do a lot. You could put cookies in here. There's just so many things you could do. Okay, so now I take the twine from the Dollar Tree. I make a simple bow, and I am going to burn off the fuzz. I want to show you here what the difference is when you, so the left side is the non-bird, and the other side is so fuzzy, and I mean, it gives you that rustic look, but for me, it's a little fuzzy. And I have an issue because I do like burning this twine. I don't know. It gives me some sort of pleasure. All right, so I glue that in place with some hot glue. Hot glue is actually the only glue I used in this whole video or on all 3 DIYs. So there you go. Aren't they adorable? DIY number 3, plaid Christmas candle with base. Now, this is really simple. This is a battery operated candle from the Dollar Tree. This is the one I showed you in my haul that was like ridiculously dirty. Now, this is such a simple one, but I ended up loving the way it turned out. This is the plaid ribbon they had at the Dollar Tree, and I am in love with it. I love it. It's kind of like a grosgrain. It's not shiny or anything like that or silky. It's really a nice fabric. It's so pretty. So I hot glue that in place with a couple dots of hot glue. And again, if you're putting all these things on a candle, like ribbons and greenery and what have you, please make sure you use a battery operated one. I don't want anyone starting a fire and having something unsafe in your house. Okay, so I am taking those evergreen branches once again that you get in the Dollar Tree packets of 12, and I am hot gluing them in place on the front of the candle. I'm kind of like bending them down a little bit or curving them down just because I like that look. Once I am sure those are pretty dry, I will get my next step ready. Oh, see, look, I can turn it upside down and nothing happens. I am going to check these red berries. Look how everything on my table always sticks together. Ay, 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 ay. All right, so now I'm taking a few of those red berries, and what did I do with those? Oh, I glued them on already. Sorry, I must have lost that footage there. Okay, and I am taking a simple bow in the twine and just sticking it right there above those berries between the 2 evergreen branches. Added a couple little splashes of fake snow with the Waverly Chalk Paint in white, and there you go. At this point, I take off these little pine cones from another one of those wooden signs, the ornament signs from the Dollar Tree, just because I wanted those small pine cones to put on this candle. and I'll be making over that peace sign anyway, so it's okay that I took these. So basically I just put some hot glue on it and I put them right up towards the top by the bow. Now this is a chicken can, kind of like the tuna, you know what I mean? Like it's chicken, and it's a bigger can, and I really just liked that this tin is almost like the tin that is on each of those jars. You could see them right there to the left, and I like how that kind of pulled the whole vignette together. So I glued the top on with about 3 or 4 dots of it. I take some twine, I wrap it around the middle, and I put a couple dabs of hot glue to hold it in place. I made a simple bow and I laid it right on one of those pieces that is wrapped around the base. And there you go. This is so cute. I took some pine cones that I've had for a very long time and I put it to the side. And here it is, my final reveal. I am so excited to show you this because I love this. I love those jars. I love how they turned out. The boxes are way cool. They are just, you know, right. Dollar Tree really is doing such a good job of getting in stock things that people are looking for, like that buffalo plaid, things like that. I loved how all of this turned out. The boxes, I love them. I like that the greenery on each one of them. I like that the letters are different with the ho ho ho, and that candle is just really neat. I love the ribbon that was used on there. I just really love the whole vignette. It just makes me happy. I do like to decorate with white a lot of times during Christmas and the holidays, but I really have been into the buffalo plaid lately, or just plain plaid. I don't know, it just makes me happy. And that's it. That's the end of my video. Please tell me which one you like the best in the comments down below, and thank you so much.
So that's it. That's the end of my video. I hope you liked everything you saw here. I was so excited to bring you some buffalo plaid prints with my DIYs. They're so popular right now, and they're a really fun decor piece. So let me know in the comments below which one's your favorite. Did you like the boxes, the candle, or I'm actually looking at them right now, or the J0Y JARS. J0Y JARS. I'm gonna go with, I think I like the J0Y JARS. I'm not quite sure. The boxes are really cool too. So let me know in the comments below which ones you like the best. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to do so. Please hit that thumbs up button.
And again, please go check out all the other girls' channels and the DIYs on this list. I am sure you're going to be so pleased with everyone. They are all amazing ladies.
And with all that being said, thanks for watching. Bye! So that's it. That's the end of my video. I hope you like everything I made here today. I hope you liked all this buffalo I hope. So that's it. That's the end of my video. Blah, 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 blah.